Today we shall study, just first we will discuss that what was the importance of study of ecological pyramid or food chain or ecological pyramid. If we simply take it in the two dimensions, you can see that they will appear like this. The producer, first consumer, second consumer, third consumer and top consumer. The area of the base is maximum, the area of the tip is least. Producers are occupying the larger area, means more the number, more amount of energy, more the amount of material. Consumer, as they go, the amount is continuously decreasing. Some amount of energy is decreased, so they will receive less energy. Further, more energy is decreased, so they will get all the more less energy. Then from that, more energy is decreased, yet another some of the energy will be less there. And the top consumer will have least amount of energy received by them, and that is why the number of top consumers will be less. If we talk that they have got 1 lakh organisms here, so here it will be 10,000, here it will be 1,000, here it will be 100, here it will be 10. This is just an estimate. The number of producers are far beyond count, like you can't count them, because they may be as small as grass. Now this grass which is growing in our school ground, they may be itself in millions. But in the entire area, if you look about the top carnivore, you may have some eagles, you may have some vultures. No carnivore animals roaming around. Okay, so that is all. Now that is the again important thing. As I was giving example in the other class. Say for example, this is a pond, and somebody purchased this entire area. It is coming in a wilderness, and somebody bought that area because it was very cheap. That somebody can be Mr. Kamal. Kamal thought that this will be a very good place because it has got pond also. I will make my hut here, farmhouse here, and I will convert it into a swimming pool, and I will grow the number of plants here, and it will look a very nice place. So what Mr. Kamal does, very first thing he come across, the people says कि भैया इसमें तो crocodile हैं, आप उतर मत जाना इसमें. So very first thing what he does, he calls for the people who catches crocodiles, and he asks them to remove all the crocodiles, either kill them or take them and put them in somewhere else, some other water body. So when the crocodiles are removed, what is the place of the crocodile? That is the top carnivore. When the crocodiles are removed, the number of fish, their number started increasing, and the fish were consuming on frogs. The number of frogs started decreasing. Frogs were consuming on crustacea. Their numbers also started decreasing, and they were feeding on plants. Yes, the number of plants also started decreasing. So what happens if you just remove the top carnivore? Their number increases. They will feed on more and more frogs. Their number will decrease. Their number will decrease. Their number will decrease, and the entire ecosystem may collapse. We take another example. In the past, in China, I am just making a food chain here. It is a field, wheat field. There were a number of rats. Rats used to be eaten away by snakes. Snakes used to become food for hawks. Since there were a number of rats, because the wheat is plenty, the rats will increase. Rats are more, so the snakes were many, and snakes were consumed by hawks, but in limited number. When the farmer used to roam or go or walk in their field, sometimes their foot used to be fall onto the snake, and snake used to bite. So many people died because of the snake bite. Then the government or the local body, they are allowed to kill more and more snakes. So more and more snakes were killed. When the snakes are killed, the number of rats rises tremendously. And as the number of rats rises, the production of the meat falls tremendously. So this is what you see, that the imbalance just created because of the ignorance of we people, just little bit ignorance, and it lead to the such a big or huge crisis. We are actually growing wheat for our purpose so that we may get more and more yield. But the yield is drastically consumed by the rats because there is no organism to check the number of rats. Take another example. चलो हम स्नेक नहीं मारते, हमारा तो कंट्री इंडिया है, वी आर नॉट बिलीविंग इन दिस थिंग, वी डोंट लाइक टू किल स्नेक्स एंड ऑल. हमारे यहाँ स्नेक्स की पूजा भी होती है, कलिपति नागपंचमी. बट व्हाट वी डीड, the number of insects are many and that causes number of diseases in the plant. They bring the production to great loss. So what we started using pesticides. When pesticides, insecticides, weedicides, etc. are used, so they kill all the insects. Whether they are beneficial or they are harmful. Insects को another food chain को चला रहे थे. Insects, उनको बोले फ्रॉग खा रहे होंगे, फ्रॉग, और उनको बोले रैट्स खा रहे होंगे, and they were consumed by the snakes or they were consumed by some other organisms. चलो snakes के लिए. And then, so when the insects were killed, the frogs were not getting their food, their number also decreased. When the snakes were not getting enough of food, their number also decreased, and then it lead to another type of problem. अब क्या करेंगे, प्लांट तो हैं लेकिन उनमें पैदावार ही नहीं हो रही. When you kill insects, there are two types of insects, one which are harmful, which can be considered as a pest, another which are beneficial, which are taking out either pollination or some other way they are causing benefit. They may be part of food chain. So you cannot have a blind approach to go and spray insecticide and kill all the insects. All the insects means bumblebee will also die, the honeybee will also die, the butterflies also will die. Plus those harmful insects which were causing damage to the crop, they will also die. So we do not have a selective approach in the pesticides. As a result, what happens? The productivity drastically decreases. The wheat which we are demanding, that for their production will also decrease. Recently we have seen there is another practice which is somehow complementary to this. There are some of the farmers, there are some of the people who are having apiculture. You know what is apiculture? Class 9 के जो पास आपको अभी तो ज़्यादा नहीं हुए, CULT Apiculture is the rearing of honeybee. Honeybee gives us two types of benefit. One is pollination and second is honey production. There are several people who are doing agriculture in order to get honey. There is an increased demand of honey in the market, maybe for eating, food purposes, maybe for cosmetics, and maybe for medicine. Plus, honeybee also produces wax. So it is a very beneficial product. What these people started doing, the one who are having apiculture, they have a small boxes in which the honeybees are cultured, and they started moving from field to field, and they started asking farmers कि देखो हमारे पास मधुमक्खी है and we will pollinate your field and your yield will increase by so many times. provided you give us this much of rupees per day. So there is a beneficial business for both, that is the farmer and the apiculturist. Okay, so this is it. Another harmful term you might have heard about the monoculture. Class 9. Monoculture. क्या होता है monoculture? Growing of only one kind of plant. Monoculture क्या हो रहा है? That is growing of only one kind of plant. Malaysia. ये गया आपने Malaysia. Malaysia is a country famous for its palm oil production. If you go there, most of the forest has been converted into palm forest or palm farm. So government has given all the forest for growth of palm plants. Even if you go just over the Malaysia, वो जो palm trees उग रहे होते हैं, they look beautiful. But that beauty is of no use to the most of the organisms. There was a hara-bhara forest in which all variety of plants were there. Some herbs were there, some shrubs were there, some trees were there, some creepers were there, some other type of plants were there, and all these plants used to fulfill the needs of variety of organisms there. Number of insects used to grow, number of insectivore, that is the carnivore animals used to be there, some other animals used to be there and all. What government did, they just sold these to the farmers who are going to grow only palm plant. So वो लाए अपना बुलडोजर, उन्होंने सारे पेड़ काट दिए, they cut down all the trees, and they started growing only and only palm trees because palm was giving a good revenue to them. Palm oil export हो जाता है and good. तो उन्होंने क्या वहाँ पे सारे palm लगा दिए. Now palm is a coconut sort of tree, ठीक है, उसके ऊपर कोई ब्रांचिंग नहीं होती. Those animals, arboreal animals, which is to live on the plants, trees, branches, where they survive. There are a number of other insects and other animals. They used to feed only a particular species or a certain number of different type of species. Not all of them are able to grow on palm trees. So they all either died or they moved to some other places. तो other place कहाँ जाएगा? दुनिया पूरे मलेशिया के सारे फार्म्स को उन्होंने ऐसे ही कन्वर्ट कर दिया. So where they live? There was no place left for them. So those organisms had died. So वहाँ क्या हो गया? There is a severe imbalance is created. Severe imbalance is created. Now it is totally an artificial culture, पूरा का पूरा. यहाँ पे खाद भी आपको डालनी पड़ेगी, फर्टिलाइजर भी आपको डालने पड़ेंगे, मैन्योर भी आपको डालने पड़ेंगे, इरिगेशन भी आपको करना पड़ेगा, पेस्टिसाइड भी आपको कंट्रोल करना पड़ेगा, because you are created an imbalance in the natural ecosystem. See, when we look at the forest, which are there from years, not years but centuries, वो वहाँ पे सेंचुरीज से हैं, बट इन दोज सेंचुरीज ऑफ ओल्ड फॉरेस्ट वी डिड नॉट टू गो एंड ऐड एनी फर्टिलाइजर और पेस्टिसाइड और इरिगेशन और एनीथिंग एल्स. देयर इज अ परफेक्ट बैलेंस. इन अ पर्टिकुलर सीजन नंबर ऑफ इंसेक्ट में राइज, then on feeding them the number of frogs and the number of snakes and etc. will also rise, and as soon as the insects number comes to a balance, the frog also start, either they go to hibernate or they die because of the hunger. Snakes will also do the same thing. The other also which are feeding in them, their number decreases, started decreasing, and then again, so there is a balance. We human beings are the villains of the ecosystem. What we are doing without any thinking, we are simply started causing damage to the ecosystem. Take another example, Australia, famous for its eucalyptus trees. जब अंग्रेज गए थे, भारत में भी आए और उसके बाद उन्होंने ऑस्ट्रेलिया को ढूंढ लिया and they went to Australia also. Initially they found Australia is good for nothing because vast land, but no special type of plants were there और कुछ मिल नहीं रहा था. So they were using Australia as only a country for deporting their prisoners, their criminals. And all of a sudden, some of the person must have got some gold, बड़ा सा गोल्ड का पीस मिला. स्टोरी इज देयर कि एक बार एक आदमी रात को जा रहा था इस बुलेट कार्ट एंड ही कम अक्रॉस, वो कहीं फंस गए इसके. सो इस बुल कार्ट जो है दैट इज गॉट स्टक समवेयर. तो इसको क्या क्या करें. ऑस्ट्रेलिया इज द प्लेस वेयर देयर लार्ज जैसे लायन, टाइगर, पैंथर्स एंड अदर लार्ज कार्निवोर्स आर नाउ देयर. तो उन्होंने कहा चलो यही सो जाते हैं. तो ही स्लेप्ट देयर विदाउट दैट टाइम. देयर वाज नो टॉर्च एंड ऑल अदर थिंग्स वाज नॉट देयर. तो उन्होंने कहा यही सो जाते. तो सो गया. रात तक क्या सोते सोते पढ़ रहा है क्या? रात तक वाला हुआ. नो वे टू स्टडी. बेटा बैठ जा और पुट योर कैमरा ऑन. तो दिस पर्सन जो है इज स्लेप्ट देयर. एंड द नेक्स्ट डे व्हेन ही गॉट अप, तो he was checking that what is there where my cart जो है that got stuck, and he found such a big yellow color stone is there and it was shining like anything. And जब उसको उठाया तो it is very heavy. Gold is always heavy than the much heavier than the normal metals. By heart means he removed it. उठा के उसने बैलगाड़ी में डाल लिया. चलो अपन देखते हैं. He went to the city and showed it to some people. And immediately the thing is reached to the government agencies. Now, that time Australia was under the Queen's rule. तो उन्होंने कहा ये तो क्वींस प्रॉपर्टी है, तो उसको तो भगा दिया. $2 भी नहीं दिए होंगे उसको, €2 भी नहीं दिए होंगे उसको, और उसको तो भगा दिया. बोले तू भग यहाँ से, और वो बोल रहे. एंड फ्रॉम देन दे केम टू नो दैट ऑस्ट्रेलिया हैज गोल्ड रिजर्व, एंड देन द माइनिंग स्टार्टेड. देन they came to know that Australia is a rich place where eucalyptus, number of variety of eucalyptus are there. तो उन्होंने क्या किया, यूकेलिप्टस दे स्टार्टेड एक्सपोर्टिंग. पीपल जस्ट वहाँ पे जाकर रहने लगे. देन दे कैप्चर्ड एनी अमाउंट ऑफ लैंड बिकॉज देयर वाज नो वन टू सेल दैट लैंड एंड ऑल. जितना करना है कर लो, कैप्चर, एंड दे स्टार्टेड लिविंग देयर एंड दे स्टार्टेड फेलिंग द यूकेलिप्टस ट्री एंड कन्वर्टिंग देम इनटू द फील्ड. फिर वो जो यूकेलिप्टस ट्रीज जो गिराए उन्होंने, दैट इज बीन एक्सपोर्टेड टू जापान फॉर मेकिंग पेपर. देन इट बिकेम अ ट्रेंड. You grow eucalyptus tree but it is very rapidly growing plant. Within 4-5 years it become a tall plant. फिर उसको काट दो. Then you sell it off. Japanese आएंगे, ले जाएंगे उसको. They will make paper. And then again your field is a barren land. Again you grow eucalyptus. Within 4-5 years again it grows. Now ये again it is an example of monoculture. And when monoculture of this eucalyptus is there, where the other organisms go, which are growing on some other plant, where will they rest? Where will they make their nest? Where will they reproduce? So there was a total imbalance, and that is why ऐसे ecosystem फिर क्या है, they become artificial ecosystem, which are pushed by human being. तो natural तो चल ही नहीं सकते, because there is no balance. Okay, so such an ecosystem if left, they will collapse. They will change into barren land. It is because of the human being they are surviving. May it be the palm trees, palm culture, well, palm farming, or may it be the eucalyptus farming. Monoculture is not a good practice. Okay, so these are some of the examples in any ecosystem. If you remove any one of the trophic level, it will collapse. The entire ecosystem will collapse. What will happen if there is no plant? There will be no producers, no organic matter, no energy. Ecosystem will collapse. What will happen if the top carnivores are not there? Then there will be no check on the number of herbivores, and they will eat away all the plants or food which is available to them in a short period of time, and then they will collapse because of the food. What will happen if all the decomposers are removed? Then who will carry on the recycling of the material? And since the effective recycling will not be there, then you will have to supply the nutrients from external source. So such an ecosystem will also collapse. So if an ecosystem has to survive healthily, normally, then the human will have to reduce their effect or interference into it. All those forests where human have not reached so far, they are doing very well. जहाँ इंसान पहुँच गया वो इकोसिस्टम तो खत्म, ठीक है. Wherever human may it be even forest department, because they are only looking for the benefit. वो तो ये चाहते हैं कि हम कौन सा पेड़ उगाएं जिससे से जल्दी पैसा कमा सकें. So they are looking for the beneficial practices. They are least bothered about the balances and imbalances in the ecosystem. So that is why हम ये चीज़ें पढ़ तो रहे हैं यहाँ पे, but in reality, in real life, these things are hardly used. इतना कुछ हमने पढ़ा है, लेकिन फिर भी हम बड़े होने के बाद मिस्टर कमल की जैसी ज़मीन खरीदेंगे तो we will only look for our benefit. हम तो सोचेंगे अपना ही हिसाब है. Forget it. And this is not happening in all the fields, all the ponds, all the water bodies which are controlled by human beings, all the dams which we have made, all the ponds and pools which we have. Consider the pond which we got in Dakota, KST, such a big pond. But वो तो सब हमारी मर्जी से चलता है. हम एक दिन आते हैं सारे पेड़ को निकाल करके ले जाते हैं. इकोसिस्टम इज इम्बैलेंस, ठीक है. जब पेस्टिसाइड डाल देते हैं तो ऑल द इंसेक्ट्स विच आर देयर दे डाई, ऑल द माइक्रोऑर्गेनिज्म्स आर देयर दे डाई. व्हेन द फील्ड वी पुट द पेस्टिसाइड, ऑल द माइक्रोऑर्गेनिज्म्स विच आर देयर इन द सॉइल, द रेन वाटर, ऑल द पेस्टिसाइड dissolves and reach on the soil, and the soil causing the soil forming bacteria and other microbes, they die. And when they die, the recycling is affected. So all these are ill practices. Human being जितनी भी practice कर रहा है वो आर्टिफिशियल, वो नेचुरल इकोसिस्टम को आर्टिफिशियल इकोसिस्टम में चेंज कर देते हैं. Because the natural process of recycling, natural process of population control, natural process of energy flow, natural process of material flow, they all are badly affected when the imbalances are spoiled. So even if one species is removed completely, when the Chinese they ate away all the snakes, क्या हुआ? The number of rats drastically, and वो सारा फील्ड जितने आपकी पैदावार थी, आपको एक खेत के अंदर पहले मान लीजिए 20 बोरी गेहूँ निकलता था. Once the snakes were killed, the productivity has come to 15 bags, 16 bags, or 13 bags. Where the rest is gone? चूहे खा गए, because there is no one to check the population of rats, and rats are getting plenty of food, so their population increase like anything. Okay, so these are the things which we have to keep in mind when we are talking about the ecosystem, when we are influencing the ecosystem, when we are affecting the ecosystem. And the role of human beings should be positive, not the negative. In all these examples which I taught today, the effect of human being was negative. Okay, so why we studied all this chapter? इस chapter पढ़ने का हमारा मतलब क्या है? इन चैप्टर से हमको यही मालूम पड़ा that is how we are affecting the ecosystem, how we can improve the survival of ecosystem, how we can have a healthy balance in the ecosystem. That is more important than the simply following our practice. That's all for today. Thank you.